All right, today we're cooking up a dark psychedelic sample for Don Toliver. We're gonna flip that joint into a beat to achieve that octane energy. And we're doing something completely different. Today it's about collab, Blue Infinity, theater. Let's get it, let's go.
What's good, guys? So if you don't know me, my name's Blue and I've been producing and sample making for many years now, creating tons of sound kits, sample packs and more. And yeah, I'm really excited to collab, so let's get into it. So for this starter, I'm gonna go into Scorch and see what we can find. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, and that can just repeat. And then what we can already just do, because I could hear it for a B section, is just pitch it up an octave. That pretty much always works. I could hear some kind of like piano or something on this. Let's see what we got. Don't want any of these notes directly on the grid. We don't want it quantized and too digital sounding. We want it to sound realistic, like a human's actually played it. And I love this little short note over here, which just gives it a bit more rhythm, so. Cool, I like that. No overthinking. Okay, that's nice. I think we can make this work, so I'm gonna try reverse it first, stretch it. If we had it just like fading in, so a bit of Portal just to kind of give it more of a chop effect. Adding textures like this can just sit so nicely in the background. And often if you have accents or textures, you want them to be subtle, act as ear candy, so that the listener isn't paying their sole attention to those textures, but they just make that difference when they're sat nicely in the background. So I'm gonna go into Analog Lab and maybe find some preset. Key Major's always got some awesome sounds, so let's just flick through some. I think we could do something with that. So I really just want to give Andre some different pieces and sections to work with. So I'm going to create just one more variation here. So I'm going to go into Analog Lab and find something that works. Maybe some chords that sound similar to the main melody. Ooh. Okay, I kind of like that because it's basically copying that intro melody. Lots of space for Andre to add something.
That shit is so hard. All right, for those who don't know me, I'm Andre from theater, and I've been producing for years, made thousands of beats, built sounds for countless brands and artists. This is just what I do, and I have to say, collaboration is so fucking inspiring. Huh. That's nice, cut up like that. The first thing I hear is air. The melody is living up high, right? It's open, it's floating, which means the conversation that it's asking for is down low, I think. Something with weight underneath it. Okay, here I'm opening up Serum, and I'm using our new presets from our upcoming production suite, The Dark Dream. So keep an eye out for that. But this joint has got a thick Serum bank. Just hear that sizzle, and here, just work with your cutoff. The drive and the resonance. And this really pushes that growl, gives it that tooth. Something like that, right? Just thinking about where those snares hit eventually. Yeah. Maybe it's something like this. Let's get another bass line. Let's sprinkle this with two of them. I think we could get something really lovely. That's got a lot of good energy. That. That's gonna be nice. Let's get that in. There's nothing like live cymbals to get a little bit of that natural bounce going. And this is Tempo from Teleton. And here I'm giving you all a little sneak peek of the Blackmagic plugin. This is something we have coming out very soon. And it's an insane reverb engine with 7 models in it. It's fucking no fucking joke.
So I've highlighted everything Andre did in red, you know, gotta represent the brand colors. Let's hear it. Okay, I definitely want to start with some kind of like just texture, something that can sit nicely on top, maybe a bit in the background. I'm gonna go and Scorch again. Let me add a bit more compression. All right, let's see. Something like that. Okay, I'm just gonna play around with some of these notes. And then I think for like a second section, I could just copy and paste it and just add halftime. Just duplicate it, take it for the second section, and because I might have to cut out some of the low end just so it's not clashing with that bass. Because I mean, oh, that sounds good. So let's layer it with this. Cool, I like that. That sits in the background, not taking up too much attention. Let's get another layer on this now. And then something I know that Don Toliver includes on a lot of his more recent albums is electric guitar. And I actually know a pretty good preset that's in Omnisphere. So it's this PRS lead guitar. Where is it? That's what we're talking about. And the cool thing with this preset is the harder you hit the note, you get different articulation, so. Super, super cool. Let's get it. Okay, let's mess around with some of these. Okay, so I've just doubled it here. So I could hear something like filling out, maybe like some kind of chords. Ooh, that could work. Maybe down. Okay, I think there's something here. So I think I'm just gonna record over this, which I like to do when I just wanna fill out little gaps, but I'm not able to do it in one take on a MIDI keyboard, so let's see. That. Now I'm hearing some kind of like top line, some kind of lead to just sit on top and just bring a bit more energy. So let's see here, maybe just duplicate it, and if I go up an octave, let's see. Oof. Okay, I think we can use the pitch wheel here, so. Okay, so I ended up recording this, which I think sits really nicely. Check this out.
All right, I'm just bringing in these pieces that Chris fed me. It's nothing like offering up your best self and getting back something so unexpected. And I like these little gaps. It's like a call and response. And I had this idea for some little accents, and these are just little keys from the Dark Dream. Shit is like Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails shit or something. Just to fuck it up. This is what we put dark in the dark psychedelic. Let's start putting some drums, right? It's a nice little bottom layer snare. Here I'm just dropping it at 808. The main snare. And another accent snare. And a nice punctuating snare here. And a nice simple pattern with the hats. Notice the gaps. And the kick. And this is nice and fast here. Just get that rhythm up and just slow.
Man, so this was so much fun. You honestly never know how a collaboration is going to turn out because you have your ideas in your head, but the other person will always have a different interpretation of what you create. So it's really cool to see these two worlds collide and just create something fresh and new. And if you want to see more videos like this, breaking down similar dark atmospheric samples, you can watch this video right here. And until then, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.